Hello guys, welcome once more to another video on our YouTube channel. So in this video we are going to be looking at Nahpi 2023 math solutions. So I'm going to solve from question 1 to question 5, and then in the upcoming videos I will be completing the solutions as we proceed. Alright, so let's get started with the first question. So the first question reads, the equation 2 plus q times x plus q on x plus 1 equal to 0 has roots x1 and x2 in R such that x1 is greater than 0 and x2 is less than 0. The set of values of the real constant q is, we have these options. So take note that these questions are both in French and in English in the same paper. Alright, so we are just going to focus on reading the English version, though the French version is exactly the same, but we just focus on reading the English version. If there is maybe a lacking information in the English version, we now check the French version if that information is there. There could be a translation error or a typing error. So let's solve the first question. Okay, so we have the equation given to us is 2 plus q times x plus q over x plus 1 equal to 0. So I will convert it to a quadratic equation. Converting it to a quadratic equation, we are going to have, we multiply all through by x. So you are going to have x times 2 plus q x, then plus x times q over x, then plus x times 1 equal to x times 0. Now this is now a quadratic equation because you are going to have something like x squared. In fact, let me begin by writing 2 plus q times x squared, 2 plus q times x squared plus q, then plus x. So I'm going to write this as plus x plus q equal to 0. So according to the question, we have that the roots are x1 and x2, and the roots have opposite signs. So x1 is greater than 0 and x2 is less than 0. So using the information that x1 is greater than 0, so using the information that x1 is greater than 0 and x2 is less than 0, we can conclude that the product of the roots will be less than 0. Alright, so x1 times x2 will be less than 0 because one is positive while the other one is negative. So the product of two quantities that have opposite signs will be negative definitely. Alright, so if the product of roots is negative, now let's come and look for the product of roots. It is c all over a, right? From the formula, the product of root is c all divided by a. Your c is the constant, which is q, and your a is a coefficient of x squared, which is 2 plus q in this case. So we are going to have that your c is q, so we are going to have q divided by 2 plus q less than 0. Now this is an inequality, and for us to solve, we just have to look for the critical values. So I'm going to multiply both sides of this inequality by the square of the denominator. So I'm going to multiply both sides of the inequality by 2 plus q all squared. So I'm going to have 2 plus q all squared times 2 plus q. Then my inequality sign will still remain less than, because I'm multiplying both sides by a positive quantity. So the 0 times 2 plus q all squared is still 0. But since 2 plus q all squared is always positive, then the inequality sign is not going to change. We are doing this so that we can easily get the critical value, so that we have a linear polynomial. So we have something like, okay, 2 plus q all squared times 1 all over 2 plus q. So I'm going to write this q here, and we are going to be left with 2 plus q in the numerator less than 0. Now our critical values, we have x equal to, q equal to 0, and then 2 plus q equal to 0. That is, we have q equal to 0 and q equal to -2. Now if we do the sign test, right, we need to take values that are above 0, values between -2 and 0, and values below -2, and we put into this function and we test the sign. Alright, so if I take a value that is above 0 because 0 is the biggest critical value. If I take any value of cure above 0 and I replace in this left hand side, the result will be positive, you see. But we need that the values of cure we need are the values that when we replace in this left hand side, the resulting sign is less than 0, that is negative, and the only values are going to be between 0 and the negative 2. So my solution set will be negative 2 is less than cure less than 0. You can as well do the sign test by drawing your number line, but I believe arriving at this level you will be able to proceed if you are an advanced level student. Okay, so let's go back now to the options. So you see that option A is correct. So for question 1, option A is correct. See you guys in the next video. All right, so I'm going to be doing instead one video per question, so we are going to have a total of 30 videos for the 30 questions. So if you're interested, make sure you leave a like, a comment, and you also share the video with your friends so that they also benefit. So stay tuned and see you guys in the next video.